welcome to week 2 of Sportsline Friday night. I'm Kevin Baptiste alongside sports director Jack Ducey. Jack, I know we still got a couple months before basketball season starts, but it seems like the theme for this week has kind of been basketball on turf a little bit with all these points.
Defense has been optional. Some offensive coordinators in the film room are going, yay, defensive coordinators be hanging their head. Hey, we've got to wrap up and tackle. Tremendous game tonight at Memorial Stadium. You and I both grew up in the Lafayette area, or we spent some time there, I should say.
Just went to college.
St. Thomas More, they're the Catholic High of Lafayette, and those two teams met tonight at Memorial Stadium. Big crowd on hand for this one. Carter Melanson, a Melanson from the Lafayette area. The guy is going to bowl his way into the end zone, and so the visiting Cougars, just like that, out to a 7-0 lead. But Catholic High dials up the old Tim Tebow jump pass. It is Baylor Graves to Jude Chamberlain, and we are all tied up at 7 apiece. Late in the first half, though, St. Thomas More gets aggressive, and it pays off. Cole Bergeron, the dart to Kyle Diot, with 15 seconds left to go in the half, and St. Thomas More led at the break 14-7. But boy, in the second half, we had points, points, points. It's a 21-14 lead. St. Thomas More up at this point. Edric Carabello Miro, the short touchdown run as he stays on his feet and keeps going, and we are all tied up at 21 apiece. Catholic High's offense would explode in the second half. We got Jaden Miles back there in the shotgun. He fakes the reverse and is carrying in the end zone for a 25-yard score. And it's 28-21, Catholic out in front. STN would tie the score at 28, but here comes Miles again. I can see for Miles and Miles, 15-yard touchdown run. The Bears out to a 35-28 advantage. St. Thomas More a chance to tie the game late. Bergeron, to his credit, gets away from the pass rush, throws it to the end zone, but Taylor Goldsmith. It's not a pot of gold at the end of that one for St. Thomas More, but it is for Catholic High, a goal line stand there at the end, and they hang on to win in a tremendous game, scoring 28 points in the second half, 35-28, the final score. So how about that to lead off this week?
Every time those two teams play, it is always a thriller. I know best of 3, best of 5 series aren't thinking football, but let them play a best of 5 series, please.
Very entertaining. Nobody goes home too disappointed. All right, let's move on to U-High versus Rummel. This game was played in the Superdome tonight, a doubleheader, a high school football doubleheader in NOLA. And here's your coin toss as the two teams get a chance to play here. And, of course, they want to end their season there in the state championship. You take a look at Ethan McGlynn. Nice lob and touchdown pass to Lawson Dixon. 7-3 U-High late in the second quarter. Kevin, they're kicking off late in the first half. And this guy's in jail, right? Okay, so we tackled. That's going to be the end of the first. Oh, no. Jaden Terrence is going to bring this puppy back 98 yards for a touchdown as time expires to end the first half. Wow. Raiders up 10-7, just like that. And then the second half, that was momentum for them. These games have been close in recent years, with Rummel winning in 3 straight years. But as you see here, Tyler Holden, little lollipop up to Mark Shesby Jr., 17-10. Rummel on the 19-yard touchdown pass. And then Corian Hawkins gets the rock right up the middle, north and south running, stays on his feet into the end zone for a 20-yard score. And so Rummel's starting to flex their muscles, and they kind of blow this thing open late. It's Holden, little bootleg action. We'll find his man Jamarcus Jones for an 11-yard touchdown. And it is Rummel tonight. They were out to a 30-10 advantage. They go on to win this one 30-17, the final score. But, excitement for both teams to play in the Dome on a Friday night.
I still can't believe that kickoff return at the end of the first half. I mean, to be a fly on the wall for that special teams meeting on Monday.
The one thing we do not want to happen if you're U-High, squib it, whatever, kick it out of bounds. Nope, touchdown.
Tough break. All right, let's go back to last night. Like I said, basketball on turf may have been the theme for this week. And this was one of the games that really hit that home. Dunham against Live Oak. They played this game at Olympia Stadium. Dunham, they got this high-flying offense led by Elijah Haven, the #1 player in next year's class. And he's got his top target, Jarvis Washington, hit him across the middle. He's taking that all the way for the touchdown. Dunham strikes first to make it 7-0. And then Haven, just a little chat what he saw. He gets back to it, right back, goes up top. He's going to hit his guy Trevor Heyman. Nice pitch and catch right there for the touchdown. They made it 14-0 Tigers. Jock, this team just has way too many weapons, man. Way too many weapons. They look to get back to the Dome this year, but Live Oak, they can strike as well. If they throw the D-pass right here, that's going to be Cash Davis. Cash rules everything around me. Cream get the money. Dollar bill, y'all, for the touchdown. Eagles trying to hang up in there, but Dunham, as I said, they have too many weapons. Haven, Washington, rinse and repeat. Back across the middle. Touchdown for the Tigers. That made it 21-7. As we look at the, oh, wait, hold on, let me get this thing. Oh, more touchdowns right here. Haven goes up top. Chris Thomas for the touchdown. They just have so many guys that can do so many things in this offense. The final score in this one, folks, 63-42. Your final numbers for Elijah Haven, 535 yards and 8 touchdowns accounted for. Jock, I think we have a front runner for player of the week, just to put it like that.
And the way he throws the ball, too, Kevin, all sorts of release points. It's like he just kind of flicks it with his wrist.
And he still has one more year of high school football.
Oh, man.
It's just amazing to see. Hey, we are just getting started on Sportsline Friday night. Stick right there. We'll be right back. Okay.
Cecilia sent them all. Is it not working at all?
It's just slow, man. Like, it's real slow. I'll get it in. It's just.
All right. Makai, you got your shot sheet?
Hey, Grant. Yes, sir. North of Iberville final over Livonia.
At the pit, Sandoval playing host to Cecilia. Sandoval up 53-48 in the fourth quarter. Handoff to Braylon Calais, dodges 2 tackles for a first down. That's Cecilia with the football. And then Calais keeps up the middle for the touchdown. So the home team, after the 2-point conversion, is up 56-53. But the veteran quarterback for Sandoval, Cooper Babin, the pass to Jermichael Millian to get to the 2-yard line here. And then it's Babin, the pass into the end zone for the touchdown to number 80 to regain the lead with 12 seconds left to go on the clock. 60-56, Sandoval. Cecilia is trying to answer back. Colin Dore drops back his pass to Braylon Calais, who is tackled as time will expire. Got to get this guy on the ground. Eventually.
And they do.
And so Sandoval will then celebrate. The defense will say, yeah, coach, but we made the tackle at the very end. But you gave up 56, but we made the tackle at the very end. 60-56. And David Oliver and company, whoo, they survived a crazy night.
I mean, their offense looks like they're on a good pace. And these 2 games, they're averaging 55 points. So how about that? There you go.
That's it.
Let's stick with Thursday night. Episcopal hosting North Lake Christian. Both teams went in looking for their first win of the season, and the Knights got off to a great start. On their fourth play from scrimmage, Taj Callahan gets the handoff, shuts off would-be tacklers, goes down the sideline. They're trying to catch him, and they get him down, but after he crosses the pylon, that's a touchdown, folks, and the two-point conversion was good, so 8-0, Episcopal on top. Got to give Mr. Callahan his little close-up cameo moment right there. Next drive, the Wolverines get in Episcopal territory, and watch Jordan Willis after this toss. Boom! Just the littlest of effort just to get that would-be tackler off him. He brings it inside the 10 for the first down, and that sets up Cameron Kasnoff in the Wildcat formation, gets the direct snap, and goes into the end zone for 6. They also go for 2 and get it, so that ties it up at 8. All right, second quarter now, same score. Episcopal facing a 3rd and long just by midfield. Zach Hughes takes a shot downfield. Jackson Young is there for the catch in the huge gain. The senior-to-senior connection moves the chains for the Knights. And then 2 plays later, they go back to 22. Taj Callahan finds a crease and goes in standing up for 6. Extra point was good, 15-8. But the second half in this one was all North Lake Christian, folks. The Wolverines go on to win by the final of 38-21. So Episcopal still searching for that first win in 2025.
All right, there are some huge games in the area tonight. Zachary playing host to Acadiana. We had Central and Denham Springs going head-to-head. Those games will be coming in. We're on the air till 11 o'clock tonight, so stay right there. We got plenty of time. Sportsline Friday night moves on.
Griffin Stadium was the site for tonight's game between Dutchtown and Ponchatoula. The Griffins trying to bounce back from last week's loss to Madison Prep, and they got off to a great start. Their quarterback Owen Fletcher calls his own number, takes it 40 yards to the crib. That made it 10-0 Dutchtown. Their defense got to stop. Offense gets right back to it, and here we go again. Stick with what works. Mr. Fletcher keeps it again, finds his crease, going down the right sideline. No one's going to catch him. That's another touchdown, showing off the wheels. I like it. 17-0 Dutchtown increases the lead. Ponchatoula, they're in a big hole. What are they going to do about it? They're going to respond. They're going to hand it off to their running back. Makes a nice run, goes in untouched to the end zone. So Ponchatoula finally gets on the board. The wave trying to roll a little bit, 17-7. But this wave is going to be flat. Second quarter, next possession. Dutchtown drives down the field. Fletcher hits Martell Rogers for the touchdown, 24-7. And the Griffins, they are sniffing that first win of the season. But Ponchatoula is not going away, folks. Braden Luaza, he's going to call his own number. The quarterback showing off their wheels in this game. 50 yards for the touchdown, 24-13. Ponchatoula steadily chipping away, but their defense just can't get any stops. Fletcher Caden Messina in stride, and Messina is going to do the rest. That is a long touchdown for Messina. Ref says no celebration, so check out this celebration. What we got here? Okay, after the LED lights. Give him a hug.
Yeah,
give the ref a hug. How about that? That's a first. I have never seen that in my history of doing this show, but hey, we'll take it. 31-13, Dutchtown at the half. Final score 44-13. Dutchtown gets their first win of the season.
And free hugs.
There we go.
All right. St. Gabriel on a Thursday night. It was East Iberville playing host to Capital, and the East Iberville defense getting after the quarterback. Cordez White Jr. and Gabe Johnson sacked the quarterback there, and then the Tigers on offense. It's Aldrich Wilson Jr. This ball is going to be tipped by the defensive back attached. Isaiah Johnson, though, on the other end, long catch and run, and the Tigers up 12-8. Capital, though, answering back. It is Cameron Wilson, the touchdown pass to Malcolm Yarrington over the middle. And Capital finds the end zone right before the end of the first half, and they go for two as well. Wilson will find his man, Dion Dixon. However, East Iberville in the second half is able to score the game winner, and they take this one 20-16 was the final score in that one.
All right, good win for Coach Peter Biller and all them guys up there. Good for them. All right, let's take it back. Stick with. Come back to tonight, my bad. False start. Zachary hosting Acadiana tonight at the Bronco Corral. The Rams got the better of the Broncos in Lafayette last year. David Brewerton and company looking for some revenge. Late first quarter, Acadiana leads 7-0. Michael Kirby darts a pass to Ethan Kinney over the middle. The junior sidesteps the tackle and gets into the end zone to tie the game at 7-all. So early second quarter, same score. Kirby is going to dump a screen pass to Jeremy Patton, who had a huge outing in week 1. He's looking for another huge outing in week 2. Huge game down the sideline, but he's tripped up inside the 5. And then shortly after, they're going to let Tylik Lewis get the handoff. He finishes the job with a plunge over the goal line. Zachary takes the lead 14-7 in the second quarter. Skipping ahead, final minute of the first half, tied at 14. Broncos with a chance for more points. Kirby rolls out, throws deep. Kylan Jones, he's out there. Yes, he is. Reels it in. And he has Zachary in business. But can they finish the job? You know, Brew, we don't tell guys, calm down, we good, we good. Broncos spike to stop the clock with 7 seconds left. Kirby throws a jump ball, corner of the end zone. Kimmy's there, and he gets his feet in the end zone for the touchdown. 21-14 Broncos. Early fourth quarter, 23-14 Zachary. Acadiana trying to drive, but the ball gets put on the turf. Scoop and score for Malachi Langford, and that is the dagger. Matthew Zito's defense stopping the Beer offense, and Zachary goes on to get a statement win. 30-14, the final in this one. You know, Zachary, they went out the playoffs early last year. They're looking to get back and make those deep runs they are accustomed to.
Yes, sir. A couple of heavyweights there, and Zachary scores the early knockout here in week 2. All right, we've got one more block here on Channel 9 before we switch over. But remember, you can watch the entire Sportsline Friday night here on your phone or your laptop, whatever, WAFB.com. More Sportsline coming up.
Green Devils were on the road at Scotlandville. Both of these teams came in looking for their first win of the season. The Green Devils would get the ball after a 3-and-out from the Hornets.
Unity.
We let them show their unity. After 3-and-out from the Hornets, Tyra Henderson would drop back, dump it off to Spencer Collins. And that sets up Plaquemine in good field position. Coach Donald Williams liking what he sees from his guys. And then Austin Young Jr. would finish the drive off, gets the handoff, powering his way into the end zone for the early lead. 7-0 Green Devils in front. Defense gets a stop, gets it right back to their offense. And Brennan Miles, this very deep receiving core, I think just about all of them are seniors. Tyra Henderson, he's one of them, over the middle, gets tripped up before getting into the end zone, and then you let Spencer Collins finish it off. Oh no, I got faked out too. Brennan Miles takes it himself. We all got faked out. See, that's how you know it worked. Touchdown for the Green Devils. They win this one comfortably as we show the final score, 43-29 in favor of the Green Devils.
All right, we talk about Glen and Baker. This was a Thursday night game. The Buffaloes and Panthers off to a slow start in the first quarter. Second quarter, Panthers with the possession. Jairus Jackson pass complete to Jaquan Jackson before taking down by Damone Richardson. A few plays later, Baker with the possession. Steve Claiborne pass is intercepted by Melvin Tickles. Is that right? Tickles. All right.
If it's wrong, we
Jairus
apologize.
Rito, handoff to Cordarius Jackson, but is met with a host of Buffaloes to support Justin Triplett on the takedown. No gain. Buffs back with possession. Steve Claiborne handoff to Jesse Green for a nice run, trying to pick up some yards. But the Buffs couldn't get anything going on the drive. They're forced to punt. Eventually, the ball is caught by Cordarius Jackson. He makes his way into the end zone. Let's see. Here's the punt.
There we go. Finds his crease.
There we go. All right, Cordarius Jackson on the punt return. He's in the end zone, and it was Glen Oaks winning this one 20-12, which may or may not have surprised me. I believe Baker won their first game 50-6 over Tara.
All right.
Oaks, I think
Any given night. All right, Brusly and Broadmoor, District 6-4A battle in week 2 already. That's what happens when you have 9 teams in the district. Brusly, second drive of the game, 4th down. Drake Benton screen to Reggie Riley, and he's good into the end zone for the touchdown, 7-0. And that was basically how Brusly led the way for this game. Their defense began to shut things down as Evan Poole and Kyron Oxley is going to combine for the sack. And that's just about how the day went for the Panthers. They got the win 43-7. You can catch us on WBXH. There's a list. And you can also continue to watch us on WAFB Plus and YouTube. Stick with us on there. The projectors say I'm Kevin Baptiste. We're still
Sportsline Friday night. I'm Jacques Doucet along with Kevin Baptiste. We've had a action-packed first 25 minutes. We're taking you all the way to 11 o'clock tonight. And moving on, we've got more big boy football, including East Ascension here. And I believe this is Prairieville.
Prairieville and Parkview. You know, Prairieville, one of those new teams last year. They took their lumps, but now they're showing some fight. Let's see how they did against Parkview. They led 14-6. Parkview with the ball. Marquise Franklin gets the handoff and makes a tough run for the first down. As the rain begins to come down, I didn't know there was rain in the forecast.
Yeah, I haven't seen rain for days.
How about that? All right, but Parkview ties the game at 14. Marquise Franklin touchdown. But then Prairieville gets back to it. Skylar Kelly tucks and run, scrambles for a big gain, 1st and goal. And Kelly tries to take it in, but he fumbles, puts it on the turf, and the Eagles recover. That's just a tough break right there for the Hurricanes. So let's see if Parkview can do anything with it. On a 4th down, they go for it, but the Hurricanes defense holds. How about that? They're going to give their offense one more shot to even ball at the chain game. So 12 seconds left. Prairieville, a chance. Kelly in the end zone, touchdown to Hudson Dedman for the game-winning score. How about that for the Hurricanes? 21-14. Big-time win for them.
Yeah, startup program last year, took their lumps, and they feel like they've got a more competitive team this year, and there you go. Beat Parkview Baptist 21-14. All right. East Ascension and Salmen this evening. Beautiful shot there by videographer Robert Hollins and Zaylon Smith with the keeper here for the first down. The Spartans on the move. Nice run. And then Smith going to throw the little screen out to Jaden Urson. Nice blocking. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown. East Ascension out to the 7-0 advantage. And then it is Jamarius McCarthy. Nice run up the middle, and he's going to go untouched for a touchdown. Oof. North and south, son. He's just running track all by himself out there. The kind of little flip there, 15-0. As the 2-point conversion was good, it was 15-6. But here's Zaylon Smith finds Kristen Martinez.
I ain't trying to tackle him.
Look at this
they're
guy.
Not either.
It brings back memories of Glen Big Baby Davis playing junior high football. And here we go with McCarthy twisting into the end zone, 22-6. And East Ascension tonight, let's see how they did. I believe that looks like a victory for them, although it got a little close. A shootout, 50-44. EA hangs on.
They really like to live their life on the edge, but congrats to them on the win. All right, let's go to the west side. North Iberville, first game on their new field, new turf. They're taking on a rival, Livonia. It was 14-0 Bears in the 3rd quarter, but Livonia, they hit big right here. Chase Sylvan hits Paris Hayes on the slant, and he does the rest. Takes it for the touchdown. 14-7, the Wildcats trying to roar their way back into the game. North Iberville's offense, they got a little stagnant in the 3rd quarter. Right here on a 3rd down, critical part of the game right here, Jock. They need this. Justice Roy, screen pass, Aiden Malonzo, and watch him stay on his feet. Evade tacklers, able to move the chains. Their offense really needed that right there. You might as well stick with the sophomore. Let him finish what he started. Malonzo, handoff, down the sideline. That is a touchdown. 20-7 after the missed extra point. The Bears back in business with a 2-score lead. The cheerleaders are loving it. The varsity and the elementary cheerleaders are fired up at Marcus Hill Field. And then the defense gets to hunting. On the first down on the next drive is going to be Damian Horton with the sack. This one actually came down to the wire. And in the end, North Iberville would hang on for the win. 26-25. 2-0 for Joshua Gass and company.
That was some well-shot video, too. Looked really good.
Hey, man, who shot that? Really?
I think he's going to run for mayor out there, whoever he is.
Don't say that too loud. All right, let's go back. Let's go to a district game. Back to District 6-4A, the district with 9 teams. West Feliciana hosting Belaire tonight. West Feliciana's offense threatening. Brooks Abear is going to throw. Ooh, nice touch pass to Tyler Jolly. Even a better catch. But it did not count, unfortunately. Got my hopes up for nothing. So they go for the field goal, and it is good. 3-0 as the Saints strike first. Belaire trying to get something going. Quick pass, but he's going to be intercepted by Janoris Anthony. And he's got reservations for 6, but he steps out of bounds before getting into the end zone. But it's all right because Ty London is going to finish it off for the touchdown. 10-0 West Feliciana. Defense gets a stop. Student section is loving it. Offense gets right back to work. Abear behind center, drops back. He's going to Jala again, and this time he is inbounds with the ball in hand. That's a touchdown, 17-0 West Feliciana. And we're going to show the extra point. Kickers need love, too. What's the final score in this one, guys? West Feliciana all over Belaire, 54-16. Hey, kickers get love on Sportsline Friday night too, Josh.
You know, the last play, it's fine. An extra point. All right, you like it. So plenty more coming up. We've talked about Central and Denham Springs. That game's coming in and much more. We'll see you after this quick break. Hosting Ascension Christian, it was 21-all at halftime. The Lions would start off the second half, would drive down the field. Lyron McDowell would drop back to find Luke Ditton, who would truck a defender into the end zone for
there we go.
6 points here.
Oh,
boom!
Oh, yeah. Yeah, let it build.
Out of my way,
And there was
out of
boom.
my day.
All right.
Lions with a 7-point lead. The Redhawks would not go away. On 3rd and long, Zach Browning would throw up a pass right in the bucket to Brody Gibson to extend the drive and put Central near the goal line. Running back Lakin Loudermilk would finish the job and get in the end zone to tie things up at 28 apiece. We then go to the fourth quarter, and Ascension Christian's McDowell was a playmaker tonight.
Thumb the forwards up first. There we go. There we go.
Going to that fourth quarter, here's McDowell extending the play with his legs and putting the Lions in the red zone as he gets out of bounds. McDowell then fakes the handoff, tricks the defense and the cameraman, and passes it to Preston LeBlanc, who would take it all the way into the end zone for the score. And Ascension Christian, they get stronger down the stretch and win 40-28 was the final score. Lions on top.
I always love when the cameraman bold enough to call himself out. I mean, hey, we're all human. All right, let's go to the next game. We got Ascension Catholic and Loreauville. And this game was postponed last season due to a hurricane. First quarter, Ascension Catholic's Greg Fernandez keeps it up the middle, picks up the first down. And then later they stick with the ground game. It's going to be Trevin Simon. He goes up the middle, but this time he gets into the end zone for the touchdown, 6-0. Ascension Catholic, they're going to go for 2. Side Landry pitch to Johnny Vialon, 8-0. Second quarter, Ascension Catholic's offense right back to it. Simon up the middle, ooh, nice juke right there, and no one's gonna catch him. He is gone. 66 yards for the touchdown, 15-0. Like those black jerseys that Ascension Catholic are rocking. That's a really nice touch right there. But Loreauville, they're trying to get back in it. Blake Delcumbery Jr. keeps it. Somehow stays on his feet near the goal line, move the chains, and Loreauville takes a page out the Philadelphia Eagles playbook with the tush push for the touchdown, make it 15-7, and Loreauville rides that momentum to a 41-21 win. Tough one for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, that score is not reversed. How about that?
Yeah.
All right. St. Michael
St.
and
Michael
Tara.
and Tara. Another one of those district games. It's District 648. There we go. St. Michael fired up in this one. And they were really fired up on this play as Gavin Romero fields the punt, gets loose, and he's eventually knocked out of bounds. That sets the Warriors up as their quarterback, Boogie. Well, he's not going to boogie here. He's just going to hand off to Nathan Contine for the big run and touchdown, make it 6-0. Warriors out in front. Student section loving what they see, as I guess it was neon light, traffic cone light.
What's the deal with the student sections? They're now road workers.
I see that too much. Can we switch it up a little bit, guys? Just a little bit, just a little bit. And St. Michael's defense, they get back to it as Kyle Prochaska gets the interception. That sets the offense back up. And this time it's Boogie into the end zone for the touchdown. They made it 22-0 St. Michael, as it looks like they had no issues in this one. Look at that final score. The Warriors go on to win 42-8. And yeah, that's my thing, Jock. Whenever he makes a play, Boogie!
Boogie.
There we go.
We have a bunny that shoots and we have a boogie in the end zone. And how about Nick Castillo's video? Looks like a movie. It's very cinematic.
I like
Love
it.
All right, let's talk about Woodlawn and Walker this evening. And there's our guy Nick Castillo on the video again. And it's Amant Price scrambling for a big gain to put Woodlawn in good position for a touchdown. And that would lead to Caden Randall punching it in for the goal line score coming up. Straight ahead. There's your strength and conditioning in the offseason. So he's in the end zone, fourth quarter. The cheerleaders are celebrating. It's 14-10 now. Woodlawn snaps the ball, and it's Randall with the quarterback scramble, runs into the end zone, and then he gets a bad horse collar.
Oh,
yeah, you can't do that.
Yeah.
A little frustration there.
That might be 30, not 15.
Penalty flag there, so that makes it 20-10 in favor of Woodlawn. Then Walker is on the way to make a comeback, being down. Pass is complete to Gage Poe for the big gainer. Walker eventually scores on the next play to make it 20-17. Woodlawn gets the ball back and almost scores to put the game away, but then fumbles at the 5 here. No, he's not going to fumble.
Oh, my God.
He did. Took it away. That's why you always hustle and you never give up. So Walker, J7 drops back, pass throw, intercepted though by Traden Conrad. So the fumble doesn't cost them, and Woodlawn's defense flexes down the stretch, and they hang on by the final of 20-17. Quite a game.
Walker also a team that likes to live their life on the edge. We hear there was a good one between Denham Springs and Central, the Amite River rivalry. We have that coming up after this one. You stay right here. Sportsline Friday night coming back.
All right, welcome back to Sportsline Friday night. A big one in Denham Springs tonight, playing host to Central. Central's Ja'Cory Platt. The pass here to Keith and Womack. Nice grab. That would lead to Brody Naps. He'll give the rock to him and push it over the goal line here for a 6-0.
He giving out naps. He giving out naps on that.
Here comes Denham Springs. Angel Morrow with the pass to Brenton Paul for a first down. And then Dejan Goldman, the pass to Trey Seals for the touchdown. The extra point was good, so Denham Springs, they take the lead. They're up 7-6. We move to the second quarter. It's Goldman keeping Dejan Goldman for the touchdown, and it's 14-6. The Yellow Jackets out in front. But here we go with the kickoff. Ethan Smith takes it in at his 2-yard line. And Smith finds a crease, a seam, and he's going to take this one back 75 yards for the score. 2-point conversion's good, and we're all tied up at 14. Central then, Max. Gasiot, the pass to Brody Deal. That's a touchdown, so Central's out 20-14. Still in the second quarter, Goldman the pass. Dejan to Deshaun, the twins,
Twin
right?
brothers.
That's a first down. And then Goldman to Goldman, when they'll be attorneys one day in the 40s. I don't know. 21-20, Denham Springs out in front. Then Goldman the pass to Brenton Paul. This one is going to go 50 yards coming up. He catches it in traffic, sprints away from the defense, and the Jackets are up 28-20. But Central is not going away. Gasiot, the pass to Marcus Watson for the touchdown. He's in. So Denham Springs leads by just one. 1:50 left to go in the game. Gasiot, the pass, coming up to Marcus Watson, catches the pylon for the touchdown. And Josh Meeks, the Meeks, captures the action beautifully as Central goes on to win 34-28. The final score.
That's just good football right there. They were throwing some dimes in them highlights, man. Good stuff, guys. Take you back to last night. Istrouma against McKinley. The Indians led Istrouma led 16-0. The band was blowing, and they had every reason to. Check out this run. Carmelo Dagry. When you have a lead, you just really push the envelope. Trust a would-be tackler for the first down. And 2 plays later, they're going to give it to him again. Dagry, and the same thing is going to happen. Blue jersey in front. No problem. Touchdown, 24-0 Istrouma as they literally run their way to victory in this one. 24-0, the final for Istrouma.
Guys are getting wiped out there. Oh, listen to this. All right, that was the birthday, and this is Slaughter in action. Slaughter was in action Thursday night?
Yeah, they were. And they were up 47-0 at that point. So, yeah, a good birthday for Tykimian Ford. And that was an interception by Tykimian Ford. So, a good birthday for him. And then they're going to give him the ball. Carson Baxter throws the screen pass. So, sounds like a very good birthday for Tykimian. He's getting all the plays, happy birthday, highlights. Little reverse. Nadorian Johnson goes into the end zone for the touchdown. That made it 55-0. And the final score, 62-0 Slaughter in this one.
For the record, they sung him happy birthday after the game, not at halftime or anything. After everything was wrapped up there, we got Southern Lab and Carroll.
34-20, okay, yep.
And it was Kittens were up 22-6. Jaden Cooper pass complete. Then Cooper the handoff on the carry into the end zone. This is the visiting team, Carroll. The Bulldogs go for 2. Chloe Henderson with the 2-pointer. It was 22-14 with 9:26 left to go in the third quarter. I'm assuming that was in favor of Southern Lab, who had the lead at that point. Kittens with the possession pass. Dexter Ricard is intercepted by Michael White coming up, I'm told. Off the deflection there.
Not the tip drill.
But then Cooper's pass is intercepted by Michael Gwynn.
Okay, so see, we had all these points going on. Defense still get their thing. At Southern Lab, they went on to win by the final score of 34-20, folks. 34-20. Win for the Lab.
All right, East Feliciana and St. Helena. I got that. 7-6 St. Helena in the second quarter. 20 seconds left in the second quarter. Amant Breaker hands off to Baker to Miguel Bonds. Short of the touchdown. A few seconds later, St. Helena quarterback Baker tosses to Adrian Baker for the touchdown at the buzzer. 12-7 St. Helena. East Feliciana quarterback number 1 Marcus Cannon Jr. goes to pass, but it's picked off by Darian Baker for the pick 6. 12-7 St. Helena at that point. St. Helena's quarterback Baker with a big pass to number 1. All right, well, in the end, St. Helena goes on to win 20-7. We also shot Northeast for you this evening. They won 7-0. We'll show that on the weekend sportscast for you.
Liberty also beat White Castle in that one. So, yeah, we're going to show those for you tomorrow. For Jock Duce, I'm Kevin Betty. Sportsline Friday night is a wrap. LSU, Florida tomorrow. We'll be there. Y'all have a good night.